Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Aishwarya Kaushal Jain and in this video I'm going to be sharing my diet with you. These are all of the things that I like to eat on a daily basis to maintain my body, to feel my best, and this is basically the diet that I personally like to follow. Now I want you to keep in mind that I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a health practitioner, I'm not a personal trainer, so I am not advising you to follow what I follow, and please don't blindly just follow what I do. This is just me sharing a very important part of my life for you, my everyday food, and I highly recommend you guys to do your own research and figure out what works best for your body. Especially if you're trying to lose weight, gain weight, you may have different body goals from me. So diet is something that is super personalized, and you should also check with your doctor before starting something completely different or completely new. So yeah, all of those disclaimers aside, here's me sharing what I like to eat on a daily basis. So before I get into the actual dishes, let me tell you my eating plan for the day. I like to do intermittent fasting, especially if I'm trying to lose weight. I find that intermittent fasting really helps me get there, because losing weight is a result of calorie deficit, and if I'm fasting intermittently, then I automatically tend to consume lesser calories throughout the day. And I have been doing intermittent fasting for the last 8 to 10 years. So I am definitely a little bit of an expert when it comes to intermittent fasting, and I will go about 20 to 22 hour periods as well. Not every day, but on extreme days I do like to go 20 to 22 hours. So if I am fasting for 22 hours, it does result in a weekly calorie deficit, and it does help me lose a lot of weight. But you always want to lose your weight in a more healthy, sustainable way that makes sure that your body is nourished. You don't want to deprive yourself of nourishment, because food is fuel for the body. So whatever you're eating in your eating window, you have to make sure that you get all of your nutrition in those meals and you meet your daily nutritional requirements. So a normal intermittent fasting day for me looks like around 16 hours. And I do like to eat my meals twice a day. So I don't do breakfast, I just do brunch, and then I go ahead and do my dinner. Now I'm personally not a very snackish person, but I will share some healthy snacks that I like to do sometimes if I'm extremely peckish. However, on a regular day, I will do brunch and dinner. Now again, like I mentioned, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, so before taking my advice, I highly recommend you to talk to your physicians, talk to your nutritionists. This is just me, a person on the internet who's sharing what she does for herself, and this is in no way meant for you to follow as a rule. I want you to be intelligent and pick and choose whatever information you want to consume from this video. And again, before making any huge dietary changes, please talk to your physician. Having said that, I don't deprive myself of anything that I want to eat sometimes. If I want to go out for a meal, if there are plans with my friends and family and we are all going out to eat like a big meal, that's fine sometimes. Of course, I'm not going to do that every day. Of course, I'm not going to eat out every day. But when those occasions do come up, I'm not extremely strict. I do also sometimes eat dessert, which I absolutely love. I do have a huge sweet tooth, so I will do dessert sometimes as well. But it is truly not an everyday thing. I'm not going to sit and eat dessert every single day. Two things that I actively force myself to avoid is sugar, which it's so difficult to avoid if you think about it, because sugar is in everything these days. They put sugar in everything. Even in your cereal there's sugar. Literally, it's very difficult to escape sugar. One thing that I've completely cut out of my life are soft drinks, carbonated drinks of any kind, because I don't want that extra carbon dioxide, and they do just really increase that glycemic index, where it totally ups your blood sugar level at an extremely high rate. Anything you eat will give you a certain glycemic index. Some is healthy, a lot is not, and also how fast it elevates your blood sugar. So soft drinks instantly get into your bloodstream, and they increase the chances of diabetes, heart disease, obesity, all kinds of things that you don't want. So I would personally recommend everyone to just stay off of soft drinks. Another thing that I personally like to avoid are packaged foods, Anything that comes out of a packet, I'm not going to eat because it's not fresh, it's been processed, it's been preserved, it lasts forever, it's just not good for your body. I'll probably only eat like 2 or 3 packets of chips in a whole year. I've completely given that up. And once you give these things up, it's going to be difficult for the first month or 2, but then your body starts to really get used to it and you don't crave these things anymore. So if somebody's sitting next to me and eating a packet of chips, it's not something that I think about and it's not something that I instantly crave, because that craving has just left my system at this point, which is so good. Same thing about packaged fruit juices. Even though it's like a fruit juice, I would rather just juice the fruit at home and not drink out of a packet. Anything that comes out of a packet, just say no. A lot of people wonder how other people stay fit, how other people maintain their bodies. Trust me, it is some amount of sacrifice and discipline that is required. You can't just look at someone else and dream about having their body or living their lifestyle unless you put in the work. You put in that discipline. You say no to things. You start saying yes to other things that are more important for you and fulfilling in the long run. So everybody can achieve their dream body. It's just gonna take a lot of discipline, a lot of consistency over the years to get to the point where you dream of yourself to be. As a teenage girl, and even in my early 20s when I used to go to college, when I used to do a job, I would definitely eat out every single day. And now that I think about it, I would never do that again. At least not for extended periods of time, unless I'm on vacation and you have to eat out every day. But other than that, in my daily life, home cooked food is where it's at. Fresh home cooked food is the best thing you can do for yourself. You can control the amount of salt you put in your food. You can control the amount of oil your food is cooked in. Anytime you eat out on the streets or out at a restaurant, they're going to reuse the oil a lot of times. They're going to use cheap oil, which might taste good for the moment, but it's definitely not great for your system, and it's building up on the damage in the long run, which we definitely don't want. So I am a huge advocate of home cooked food. Nothing out of a packet. Try to avoid sugar as much as you can. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I am a vegetarian. I don't eat eggs directly, but I will eat like a cookie if it has egg in it, or a piece of cake if it has egg in it sometimes. But I'm not actively eating eggs on a daily basis. I am a vegetarian. I love animals way too much. No food with a face. I don't judge other people for what they want to eat, but we are cruelty free over here. So now that I've shared with you the basics of how I function, let me share with you the dishes that I love. Before we move on to the actual dishes that I like to eat to fuel my body, as you guys know, I also like to do my best when it comes to skincare. Since your skin is your biggest organ, it needs extra TLC. So are you convinced that your skincare has hit its peak? Science disagrees. The Dermaco has introduced the revolutionary new 50,000 ppm vitamin C microneedle serum shot. The next big thing in skincare. Formulated with enhanced penetration technology, this groundbreaking serum shot is like microneedling in a syringe, delivering professional-like results from the comfort of your own home. No downtime, no risk of infection, just transformational skincare ready to put ordinary serums to shame. Application of this is super simple. Just twist the bottom to unlock the pack, pull the cap and open the needle serum, push the bottom part and dispense the serum. You want to apply a pea-sized amount of this and massage in gently. You can use this 2 to 3 times a week. Just skip your regular serum and finish it off with a moisturizer for best results. Infused with needle-like spicules sourced from marine sponges, this serum shot penetrates 5 times deeper, creating gentle microchannels that enhance absorption and maximize the efficacy of your skincare products. 50,000 ppm vitamin C stimulates collagen production for brighter, even-toned, smooth and rejuvenated skin. Glutathione provides powerful antioxidant protection, shielding your skin from free radical damage. That's not all. Panthenol deeply moisturizes, while hyaluronic acid delivers intense hydration that lasts for a long time. Since this is a new product, a friendly reminder, these spicules bring in a mild tingling sensation. But don't worry, your skin is in safe hands. I can feel the needles going into my skin, and that little tingle means that they're just doing their job, gently exfoliating to leave your skin smooth, youthful and revitalized. I have used something like this for the first time and I'm extremely impressed by the Dermaco for infusing inventive technology in our regular skincare. Of course, like with any active, you want to protect your skin from the sun. You can choose from a multitude of different sunscreen options that the Dermaco has. But I'm currently loving the 1% Hyaluronic Sunscreen Hydrating Gel. This one is great for dry to sensitive skin. They have a bunch of different sunscreens for all skin types. So definitely check out their website. It makes me feel completely safe because it does provide broad spectrum sun protection. I do recommend you use this serum at night. However, whenever you step out during the day, don't forget your sunscreen. Now you can go ahead and step into the future of skincare with science-powered innovation. All products from the Dermaco are fragrance-free. You can score both these skincare heroes and other fantastic items from the Dermaco website at a 20% discount using my code Aishwarya2025. These products are also available on Amazon, Nykaa, Flipkart and Purple. The Dermaco is also making a difference in the scientific community with their Young Scientists initiative. They have empowered more than 20,000 students already. Each time you place an order on their website, they link your order to a child that they help educate along with Bhumi Foundation. Let's get back to what I eat to maintain my body. Let's start with brunch. There's a bunch of things that I like to eat for brunch. And I've heard a lot of successful people say that they don't like to put a lot of thought in what they eat every day. They decide a set menu and then they just eat the same things every day. Virat Kohli does that as well. And I think it takes a lot of the decision fatigue out of your mind when you don't have to decide on the same things every day. Because food is something you have to think about 2 to 3 times a day at least. Where what am I going to eat? What am I going to cook? What is available at home? How do I make my life easy? How do I stop thinking about this every day? So you can definitely set a menu. I highly recommend setting up a menu for yourself. That's what we do every single day. You don't have to wake up and think and wonder what people want to eat. What do you want to eat? This is a menu. This is fixed. And even though I do have a lot of different dishes for every single day, there is a set menu where I will repeat the same dish at least once every 7 days or once every 10 days. So, my favorite breakfast item, my favorite brunch item to eat anytime is South Indian food. I absolutely love South Indian food. Now, I'm not talking about the traditional hardcore South Indian. I'm talking about the Northy South Indian where we love eating dosas and idlis. I will eat dosa at least 2 times a week. I'm not kidding. We eat so much dosa. It's healthy, it's nutritious, it's a balanced meal. It's not just made out of wheat because I can't do chapatis every day. I get so bored with basic rotis, and we also should mix our grains every day. So wheat is just one type of grain. So my favorite brunch item is South Indian food, of course. God bless my mom for cooking me the most amazing, delicious meals every single day. She is my hero and she makes my life so much easier. And the food that she makes me is just the best food ever, and I just cannot say no to my mom's food. My absolute favorite home cooked meal of all time is just yellow dal, rice and aloo ki sabzi. I absolutely love my dal chawal aloo. That is another thing that I like to repeat once every 10 to 12 days. We will make dal chawal aloo. It's so nice, light, easy, fresh to eat. And of course, I'll do a side bowl of salad along with it to balance my meals, to make sure that I'm eating a little bit of protein, carbs, fats, vitamins, all of that is included in my meal. I do like to do protein separately because it's difficult to get a lot of protein in vegetarian Indian food and make it super tasty. So I'll just do a glass of protein. But protein is extremely important, you guys. Don't skip on your protein. Even if you're not someone who works out on a daily basis, you still need protein. You still need your muscles. You still need to avoid frailty. When you grow older, protein is what is going to keep you healthy, young, active, youthful. Protein is the key to being and feeling youthful. So don't skimp on the protein. If you can't get your protein from your diet, find out what kind of protein suits your body, and there are so many plant-based proteins now. We just like to make our own protein at home with a lot of different things. We mix a lot of different things and make our own protein. So we just drink that on an everyday basis. But yeah, don't skip out on the protein. Indian food tends to be mostly carb heavy, and if you look at staple foods like chole bhature, aloo puri, all of that is extremely carb heavy, extremely fat heavy, mostly deep fried stuff. So yeah, eating at home does not mean you eat deep fried stuff every day. That is like a treat meal or something that I'll do maybe on the weekend sometimes. It's not something that I can do every single day. In fact, I really like to keep a check on what was my last fried meal. When did I have a meal that was completely deep fried last? And I'll make sure that I don't eat anything deep fried for the next 3 to 4 days at least. Now, like I said, I don't love eating roti. There are some sabzis that I love with your regular ghee wali chapati. I love to mix my grains. So in the winter season, now that winter's over, but I absolutely loved eating my makki ki roti and sarson ka saag. So that is your maize. You're adding another grain in your diet, which is going to be incredibly helpful. And I do recommend not mixing your grains and just getting a multi-grain atta kind of thing, because all grains take different amounts of time to get digested in your body. So I'll do each grain separately. So one day I'll do makki ki roti, then one day I'll do your regular chapati. Another day I'll also do kuttu ki roti, which I absolutely love. It's like vrat ka khana, but I'll just eat it without vrat. I love eating my aloo kuttu roti with a bowl of dahi. Probiotics are extremely important. I'll also do probiotics at least 4 times a week. So I'll eat raita or dahi or chach at least 4 to 5 times a week. And it's so easy to just drink a glass of chach with your meal. It makes your meal super balanced. Raita is such a beautiful side dish. I absolutely love raita. So it's super easy to make your meals healthy and to make sure they're balanced. If I'm craving like Mughlai cuisine or something, we make dal makhni at home. It is amazing. I love the dal makhni we make at home, so I'll also do dal makhni rice, and then to balance all of that, I'll just do a bowl of salad. Your salad doesn't have to be a fancy Caesar salad or a Greek salad or something. You can just have a bowl of kheera, tomato, pyaz, and it just makes the easiest, most amazing, quick salad to have. I love eating green chilies with my food. Green chilies have a lot of vitamin C. They're so good for you, much better than red chili powder. And I am a spicy girl at heart. I love eating spicy food. If my food is not spicy, I'll probably not even enjoy it that much. So I do eat a lot of spicy food. Another one of my favorite things to get up and eat is besan ka chila. I love my besan ka chila with a lot of green chilies, a lot of dhania. Just put all the coriander and green chilies in my besan chila, and I'll eat it with green chutney. I'll eat it with a lot of kheera. I'll eat it with some raita. And sometimes we'll do besan chila. Sometimes we'll also do moong dal chila with paneer. So we're not bored and there's variety going, because I cannot eat the same thing every day. I know a lot of people do it, like I said, but I am a foodie. I love food and I love variety and I love a buffet. But you can't eat a buffet every day at home. But I do really like variety. I cannot eat the same thing every day, and these dishes are not that difficult. And guys, it's not like I never eat chole bhature or pav bhaji or things like that. We just make it at home and it's so good, and we know that the oil is not bad. We know it's not refried, reused oil. We know that it's freshly made. We know that it's extremely clean. Hygiene standards have been maintained. Everybody washes hands in my house like crazy. I wash my hands 50 times a day. We are a little bit obsessive about it, keeping things super clean, keeping ourselves super clean, keeping my hands super clean. Even though I have nail extensions, you'll never see dirt on the underside of my nails. I'm super anal about that. Everything has to be spick and span. So eating at home is always the best. I love eating pulao, and I don't like your traditional pulao with a lot of haldi. I do eat a lot of veggies, but I'll eat veggies when they're cut into small pieces and they're not soggy or boiled. I like crisp veggies and I like them cut into small pieces. So my pulao will usually have some soya to increase the protein intake. We'll also put beans, carrots, a lot of green chili, and of course have that with raita. Maybe a little bit of achar or papad as well. But papad is not something I do every day because of course it's deep fried. And by the way guys, all of this food that I'm telling you, sometimes I'll eat the same food at night. Like not the same food that I ate for lunch, but the same meal or the dish that I'm talking about. I'm not crazy about I can't eat this for dinner or I can't eat this for breakfast, because I already eat just 2 meals a day and my first meal is my brunch. So it's breakfast and lunch combined. So I don't really have a preference of this I'll only eat for dinner and this this I'll only eat for lunch. I just eat whatever's available, you know. Sometimes we'll also do like air fried sliders at home. I love air fryers. Air fryers are so good. When we want to make like a burger tikki at home, we'll air fry it and then we'll put them into mini buns and sliders and then eat that with chutney. It's like so good. And the tikki that the burger is made out of, it's not just a plain aloo tikki, it's a full veggie patty. So you get all of the veggies as well. I also really like the shahi paneer we make at home. Sometimes we'll also do like a homemade tandoori roti if I don't want to eat just basic chapatis. So we'll make tandoori rotis at home and I'll eat that with shahi paneer. I'll also eat that with dal makhni. Those are two separate dishes. I also love to do falafel and hummus at home. Great sources of protein and so amazing. Totally gives you a break from all of these traditional home-cooked Indian meals. So it keeps things fun, refreshing and exciting. By the way, I'm going to be sharing pictures of all the food that I like to eat that I'm going to be talking about. If you're interested in any recipes, please let me know. I'll ask my mom to come on this channel and share with you her fabulous recipes. So let me know if you'd like to see some recipes of the dishes that I'm showing you in the comments down below. Oh, how did I forget curry? I love homemade curry with pakoda. Oh my god. Curry I can eat with chapati. I can also eat with rice. I love eating curry and I also love like a day old curry. Curry just gets better if it's like 1 day old from the fridge. Is it just me? And sometimes after eating my dosa, the next day I'll do idlis at night or something, or I'll do sambar rice at night or something. So we don't like to waste food at all. And this is me being completely honest with you guys, okay? I'm not putting myself on a strict, stringent diet. I'm trying to maintain my weight. Most of the times I'm trying to lose 3 or 5 kgs. But I love food way too much and I'm not going to deprive myself of anything. I'm going to work harder at the gym, but I'm going to eat whatever I want. And that's not to say again that I'm never going to eat out. I do eat out like once a week. I will go out and eat something, maybe even twice a week sometimes. I'm not trying to deprive myself of the fun joys of life. Food is extremely important. Food is such a huge part of your life. It's such a huge joy of your life. There are so many amazing things to eat, especially for vegetarians in India. You get so much to eat. So of course I'm going to be eating out every once in a while and eating dessert every once in a while as well. But everything in moderation is key, you guys. Anything, if you go crazy with, of course it's bad for you. Too much dieting is also not great for your mental health. So just keep things in moderation and you'll be much happier and pleasant. We also love to make a pizza sauce at home. I'll order like a wheat thin crust kind of base from outside and we'll order cheese from outside, but we'll make the sauce at home. So I just spread it on my pizza base and I add the cheese and bake it in my oven, and I have a great homemade pizza without ordering pizza from outside. And again, because it's made at home, you can customize your pizza, put any sort of veggies on it, even put meat on it if you're a non-vegetarian. But I personally love onion and capsicum on my pizza, nothing else. I don't really like a lot of toppings on my pizza except onion and capsicum. I love palak paneer. Palak paneer is so good. Another thing that I'll eat with chapati. So there are a few things that I like to eat with chapati, like aloo gobi ki sabzi. I'll eat palak paneer with chapati. I'll eat like paneer ki bhurji with chapati sometimes. Chapati is such a basic staple Indian food. It's difficult to avoid, but I do like to mix my grains, like I said. I'll eat chapati twice a week. I'm sorry guys if you're thinking there's no structure to this video. This is just how I like to eat. Now, if I've had a really big meal last night where I ate out and I went out for like a buffet dinner or something, the next day I'll probably eat khichdi and raita or something like that to balance out and to make my stomach happy and have things that are lighter and easier to digest. Don't underestimate the power of fiber, you guys. If you really want to eat your sugar, please eat that after your entire meal is done. The order in which you consume your food also plays a role in how much weight you gain, how energetic you feel, how your body feels overall and how it functions. So if you eat your carbs first, carbs have no fiber. They go through your system super fast. They're gonna get digested early. You're gonna feel hungry and cranky again very soon. So you probably should eat your vitamins first, like your veggies and your salads first. Then you want to eat your protein and then you want to eat your carbs. So that is really going to help you reduce your blood sugar and also going to give you more satisfaction. It's going to keep you full longer. And then if you eat your sugar in the end, it's not going to be as bad for you. But that doesn't mean you douse a whole cake by yourself. I mean, if you really have to eat something sugary, sometimes, not every day, please do it at the end of your meal. Don't eat your chocolate before you finish your food. We are trying to be adults here. मैगी के बारे में पूछा मुझसे किसी ने. Maggi I eat again 3 or 4 times a year. I'll eat Maggi once or twice a year, maybe if I cook it myself at home sometime. Or mostly I'll eat Maggi when I'm in the hills, you know, pahado wali Maggi. But that's all. I don't really crave Maggi. I don't love Maggi. I have a love-hate relationship with Maggi. Sometimes I even quit Maggi for like 2-3 years at a time, and then I just don't think about it. Of course, I'll also do like a paratha sometimes because I am a Punjaban. So I will eat my aloo ka paratha, and I love my gobi ka paratha as well. So we'll also do like a paratha once every 10-15 days or something like that. We also love making soups. I love the tomato soup we make at home, and I'll also eat garlic bread at home. So we'll mix a lot of garlic and oregano and some butter with chili flakes, and then spread it on a bun, bake it in the oven with cheese, and then it's an amazing garlic bread which you can eat with tomato soup. And it's such a nice, healthy, light, fresh meal when I don't want to like eat something that makes me feel super heavy. It's a great light meal to eat, especially if I'm going to be eating late at night, because you want to eat at least 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. You want your digestion to be done before you go to bed so your body can focus on other tasks. Digestion is a very intensive process for the body, and sleep is when your body recovers and rejuvenates and heals itself and gets rid of toxins. And if your body is going to focus on digestion while you sleep, you're going to feel bloated. You're not going to be able to fall asleep as fast. Your body is going to have to focus its energy on digestion instead of healing you. So that's why it's always advised to eat 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. Something that we don't like to cook at home is Chinese food, because bahar jaake bhi to khane ko kuch hona chahiye na. What will I eat outside if I just eat everything at home? So I love eating Chinese food outside, and we also don't make a lot of pastas at home because I also love eating pasta outside. So these are things I will go out and eat. These are not things that I will make at home. Chinese and pasta I like to eat outside. And pani puri. Golgappe is such an addiction. I can eat golgappe every alternate days. I have to actively stop myself from not eating golgappe too much and just doing like once a week, which is less for me. I would rather eat golgappas once every 2 to 3 days, but I try to manage my cravings and do it once a week. So this is what I'll do for brunch or dinner. Now let's talk about snacks. I'm not a very snackish person, but of course there are times when you feel hungry, you want to eat something, or there are times when you don't want to eat a big meal, you just want something quick and easy and light, and then you want to go to bed. So for those days, I absolutely love poha. Poha is just amazing. I love poha. I love eating corn. I hate corn on my pizza, but I absolutely love eating masala corn by itself. Corn is one of my favorite snacks to eat. I'll also eat bhel puri sometimes, you know, murmura chaat at home, where we mix a bunch of murmura with kheera, some onions, some tomatoes, green chilies, vinegar, honey, and just mix it all together, and it makes like a really nice murmura chaat. Sometimes when I'm feeling like extra sassy, we'll do cutlets at home, like deep fried cutlets. They're so good, but it's something that I'll only eat like once a month or maybe once in 2 months or something like that. But I love cutlets and french fries at home. Cheesy fries at home, okay, they slap so hard. I love cheesy fries. Then I'll also do like a cheese toast sometimes. We'll do sandwiches. We'll sandwich whatever sabzi is left. We'll make like aloo gobi sandwiches or paneer bhurji sandwiches even. Or of course like your basic kheera tomato cheese sandwich, and just eat that with coffee or chai sometimes. I like chai more than I like coffee, but I've recently really shifted towards coffee. After some really stressful situations in my life when my head was really hurting, I had coffee one day and my headache was super manageable after that. So ever since then, I've really fallen in love with coffee. But I do like to do coffee or chai once a day. That is very season specific for me, because in the winter time, I wake up wanting to drink something hot. So in the winter time, I'll do like a chai or a coffee in the morning with a bunch of nuts, some cashews, almonds, walnuts. So I don't drink my chai on an empty stomach because that can bloat you and give you acidity. So always drink your chai with some snack. So I'll have to do nuts with my chai, or I'll just drink coffee. But in the summertime, I want something cold. I want something refreshing. I want something that will wake me up and take the heat out of my body. So coconut water is just my absolute favorite structured water drink. I love coconut water. And if you're going to hydrate yourself and drink 8 glasses of water a day, I highly recommend at least 1 glass to be some kind of fruit that you've juiced at home, or coconut water or electrolyte water or something like that. Not preserved, not out of a packet, something that you make yourself, because you don't need your minerals, you need your electrolytes. Otherwise, it's difficult for water to get absorbed in your system if it has no structure to it. So I absolutely love coconut water. Like I said, I love watermelon juice. I can drink watermelon juice by the gallon. I am obsessed with watermelon juice. It's something I'll also do on my vacation in my buffet breakfast. They usually have watermelon juices at hotels and I go crazy about it. I can drink watermelon pomegranate juices every single day. Whatever fruit I have at home, if the fruit is about to go bad, if I'm not gonna eat it, if I don't feel like eating the fruit, I'll juice it. So sometimes we'll even have apple juices, we'll have grape juices, watermelon juice, strawberry juice, we'll juice all kinds of fruits. But again, you have to remember that fruits also have some natural sugars. So you should do that at the end of your meal or with your meal. Don't drink your fruit juice on an empty stomach. It will increase your blood sugar levels. So make sure you consume your fruit juices responsibly. But I love to do like a juice or coconut water or something every single day with my meal, at least once a day. So usually with brunch, because I wake up feeling thirsty, so I'll drink a lot of water, and then with my meal I'll usually want a juice or coconut water or something. Okay, so that was it. That was all the food that I like to eat. I'm sure I forgot 1 or 2 dishes here and there, because I feel like you got to know me a lot, because food is a very important part of my life. I love food and it was so fun to share all of this with you guys. Let me know if I can eat some more healthy dishes. Let me know if you want to know my protein recipe, because I can share that with you as well. We also include a lot of fiber with our protein, so we make sure we're getting enough fiber, enough micronutrients, enough protein. All of that is important. I can also tell you some supplements that I take. I can also share with you my workout routine, my fitness, my exercises, what I like to do. If you want me to go into detail in all of those areas as well, please let me know. I would love to do those videos for you guys as well, because this one was so much fun. Also, remember guys, there's no set chart that we all need to follow. We are all humans. We are all gonna have situations where it's difficult to stick to your diet, especially during festive season or on vacation. So give yourself some leeway, but also be disciplined. If there is a goal you want to achieve, there is nothing you cannot do with discipline and consistency. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble on for this long about food. If you're here, I'm sure you're a foodie as well and you love food just as much as I do. I hope you found this video helpful and learned something new. Please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future fun videos like this. I'm gonna see you super soon in my next one. Mwah. Bye!